guys, here is the second machine that I found at the thrift store last week. And we're back today to get it cleaned up. As you can see, it is a little, if not pretty bad in the cleaning department. The other thing that I would like to do is open it up and check how things are inside, if it is in need of oil, or we need to take it to a shop. My tune-up is basically clean it up, run it through, make sure that it has the oil that it needs. But if it is past that, if it needs a new motor or something, then I will take it to a repair shop for sewing machines. Today, I'm also going to share with you the manual that I found online. I was able to find it, and here it is. There is going to be glare because they're in page protectors, but it is a complete manual for this model and some other models of the brand of the Model White. But let's get started. Now today, let me get you a little bit higher, only because you can't see up here, but I want to go ahead and focus kind of like right here in this area. Okay, here we are. Let's go ahead and get started on the cleaning. Removing the stickers that is up here, taking the thread off. Most of this stuff needs to come off. I have some wipes, general cleaning wipes that I'm going to be using. Some of these tapes are pretty old. I might have to use a little scraper that I have somewhere around here. Okay. Now, and you're asking, this is a sewing course or a sewing class or learning how to sew. Well, as a beginner in sewing, you also need to know your machine. And if you get it at a thrift store, this is one of the things that you are going to encounter. You need to make it your own machine. You need to get comfortable with it. And the only way you're going to get comfortable with your machine is learning the parts of it, how to work with it. Cleaning it is just one of those things for those of us who like to go ahead and find things at a thrift shop, at a yard sale, at an estate sale, wherever you find your machine. If it's secondhand, this is what you're going to encounter. You're going to encounter a lot of this cleaning stuff. And here I just have some multi-purpose wipes that I'm going to try to see if I can get. I should have brought a trash can. Just clean it up, moisten up the tape, and it's not as bad. The boxes, or what do you call those things, the cases are clean, and I'll show you that in a little while. But I'm going to just go ahead and go around and moisten everything up to get it pre-started, to removing the stickers and everything. And this is a very nice machine. The only thing that I noticed and I encountered when I started sewing with it is that it's extremely slow, and that's why I said maybe there's like the motor that needs to be replaced. And in that case, you know, it's out of my hands. And I did speak to one shop owner that said that White is one of the machines that does not have parts out there. Very rare if they have the part. But if they can put the motor in, if that is the case, from another machine that may work, then that's going to be great. And if not, well, we will use it as we can. Let's see, I do have, I believe, a scraper tool. I know I have my stuff back here. And it did come with this little case. Here's its little bottom part that goes down here. And this is the little stuff that came with it. So it does come with this oil, but I am pretty sure it's a very old oil. And I'm gonna get the new oil that I have in my stash. I'm just gonna scrape off this tape with this little tool, flat head. that I have. Try not to scratch off the thing, but it seems like this tape was on here for a long time. Okay. I'll speed through this so you guys don't have to endure the minutes that it takes to clean it. Okay, so it's a preliminary cleaning. I need to go ahead and get the tape off, get the pedal, but you get the idea. You need to clean the machine if it's secondhand. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring you back to the manual. If you have this machine, the manual is out there. You can find it. Let me bring you closer. So I did print it out and I put it in the page protectors because this will go into a binder. I was thinking of making a book, but for now I'm going to put it in a binder so we can go ahead and just have it and we can flip through it. This machine is the 1477, and I found out because it has its model number plate on the back or on the side of the machine, and I looked it up. I did find it, so I guess this manual covers these three models, and I believe that Willie C, whoever he is the owner of the original copy. I won't be selling this, so I'm not worried about copyright material. I am just going to go ahead and use it, and that's it. Okay, so on this side you're going to have your serial number and model number, so specifically to your machine. And of course it tells you the important safety instructions of the machine. You're going to go over that, read it, understand. I'm hoping that everybody does take time to sit down and read their manual, make notes, put flags on the pages that you need to go back or are interested in following when you're doing your project. Then it has more warning. Keep fingers away from all moving, especially care and is required around the sewing machine needle. That is a very, very sharp thing to work with, but as adults we kind of sometimes forget, but make sure that you are aware of that. Then you have your contents of everything in this book. You're gonna have all your parts here, and it shows you exactly from the machine where everything is at. You're gonna just look at it, go to your machine, pinpoint it, move it around, know what you're working with. On this side you have your accessories, and of course we have some of those accessories. Excuse the noise. You have your machine oil, your button foot, a screwdriver, which is a flathead. See if you can see that. And oil is running away from me. There should be a seam ripper, but there's not. A button foot, which is this, I believe. And this one is your zipper. So we're missing the, oh no, the zigzag is on the machine. A piece of felt, bobbin is inside. Extra needles, you need to buy those when you get a second-hand machine, but most of it, as you can see, is here. Removing the extension table, and it tells you more instructions here, and it tells you before sewing what you're supposed to be doing. To change your bulb is going to be, you know, in this little flappy here, which you open, and then you have your needles and how to replace your little machine. This one's the easier one. It's not the screw-on foot, but it's just the press and release. And it tells you how to do that, how to wind the bobbin, and we did go over that on the other machine. This is pretty much the same thing. It tells you exactly how to put the thread on, and it does seem a little dark. Release top motion, okay, inside, tighten, but as you can see, you can probably, I'll see if I can remove the glare. But there you are. Removing the bobbin, tightening the bobbin, the tension for the bobbin. And every machine is different. The JCPenney one, which we're calling Penny. Oh, by the way, this one is, her name is Opal. I believe we named her Opal. So, Opal is our white machine. And this one has a tension here. And how do you insert the bobbin into the silhouette race, which is that little thing at the bottom. And if you have this machine and you're interested in more of a detail of the machine parts and how they look here, comment down below and I can go over that. Drawing up the bobbin thread, how you do that. You're adjusting your upper thread, and then regulating the pressure foot, which there's a little knob here on the little door, and it tells you what you should be doing. Fabric thread, needles, which one do you need, where do you position on that little lever. Sewing pattern, which one do you want, what do you use, and that is important because if you want the right tension on your bobbin and your upper thread, you need to know your zigzag goes with the stitch length there, your stitch straight stitch, your zigzag, okay, and your stitch length is going to be that. I love this because it has very easy buttons. For a beginner, this is a really great machine. So I'm glad I found it. And these are your straight stitches and these are your zigzag stitches. And you do have all of this on that machine, things that you can do. And this one's going to show you how to do a blind hem. That's something we're going to be getting into if you're going to be making pants. And then we have the 3-step zigzag, the overcasting edge and what it's for. You've got your straight stitch, stretch stitch. Say that fast 5 times. And that is for certain fabrics, certain projects that you're going to be doing. This one is very fun in sewing on a button. I've always found it a little overwhelming because you have to use the zigzag size and to get the machine to sew that button in without hitting the button is fun. That's lots of fun. Here, sewing the in zips, so that teaches you which foot you're going to use and how do you position it. Here's an interesting piece of adjustment, or here's an interesting piece, the button maker, or the buttonhole maker, which is really nice because I believe this one, you attach it there, and then it just sews the size that you want, because you're going to put the button, I believe the button goes in here, or am I thinking about another sewing button foot? But that one's really fun. I like making buttonholes with that. And then here you got your hemming. It doesn't have this foot, but I do have them. Then the twin needles. If you want to use your twin needles, it'll show you how to put them in. And I believe it's one with two of the needles, and then you use both of your spool holders, and you just thread it. But it'll tell you right here, every machine is different, so follow your manual. Then you have over here, cleaning of the face and shuttle hook. Never use air cans, you use a brush. And then cleaning and oiling your machine, the top. Like I said, I would like to go ahead and do this there. Take the top, clean it up really good from all the dust with the little brush, and then give it some oil, and it tells you where to oil your machine at. And it has specific places. And at the end, it has a troubleshoot guide. And it'll just tell you if this is happening, this could be the cause, and here's your remedy. Try that. And there's the back of the manual and its page protector. But like I said, that is the other machine that we have, and it's gonna be exciting. I will bring you along into sewing class. I'll be doing a sewing class for our community, and I'll bring you along and show you what we're doing project by project. So stay tuned for those videos. Those should start around next week on the weekend, I believe, or the week of the 1st of March. And I'll just be showing projects that my students will be doing, or projects that I'm working on. And that way, that would be another part of the sewing class, that you're not the only one who's, you know, interested in sewing and doing new things, but there is others who want to do that. And I'm going to do this in person. You guys are getting the preview of what I will be teaching there, and that's just going to be one of the parts that's going to happen, is purchasing a secondhand machine, cleaning it, getting it set and ready to go, you know, learning about the stitches. Everything that I have been teaching you guys here will be there, and this will be for the community, like I said. So if you're interested in learning more, comment down below and I'll get back to you. For those of you who have not subscribed, go ahead, push the button. It is free to subscribe. No fees will be added. Joking aside, thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you guys. You guys are getting to be 200 of subscribers, and this community is growing, and I am grateful for you guys, that you guys are here. You guys are interacting and watching and learning, and that is the exciting part. I want you to learn. I want you to teach others in your community, and maybe, you know what, we can spread this love of sewing once again out there. So until next time, bye for now. Crafty Beth is saying goodbye till next time.